Hi students, welcome to virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. I am Sri Kumar. The class is for 8th standard students. Subject is mathematics. Let me begin the class.
Dear students, this is again a revision or repetition of the previous video, in fact, and because some part of it, last part of it did not come out properly in the video, so you will be getting almost same thing, almost 80% of the video same. The last part will be something new for you. Those who have not seen the last video can see the full video. Otherwise, this video will be mainly a rectification of what is not edited in the last part of it. So accordingly, and it is about the full concept of inverse and direct variation. You can watch it once again, in fact, and you will be getting a complete revision of what is there in the textbook, and in addition some explanation on the examples given and the importance of learning variation, as well as you will be having application of variation at the last of the video. All these are clubbed together and modified to make this video, so you please understand that and bear with me and make best use of it. Okay, thank you. Dear students, this video and class is for class 8 students and subject is mathematics, and the topic over here is variation. Not a new term for you. You have learned about variation in previous year also, in 6th standard also. This is a revision or repetition of it, comparatively lighter topic. What is variation? Variation is having a simple meaning that change. What change? The change in the data or the nature of change in the data is what is discussed in variation. The data has got its own nature or pattern in when they change. That particular aspect is taken into consideration to develop some techniques of mathematics in order to solve complicated problems in future. It's a very simple technique and you are going to learn it so simply and quickly. Now let us think seriously about it. Here is a situation where it is very simple for you to understand number of notebooks 12 and the cost of it is 240 rupees. Correct? Number of notebook 1, the cost is 20. That means one notebook costs 20 rupees. That means 3 notebooks will be costing 60 rupees, 9 will be costing 180, and 24 will be costing 480, 50 we will be getting at 1000 rupees, because we know that 1 costs 20 rupees. And another thing that we notice that when 12 is to 43 is to 60, that means when it is 9 it is increasing, 24 further increasing, 50 further increasing. That means when x and y are direct variation. What is direct variation? Where x increases, y also increases. Such variations are called direct variation, and it is represented as x directly proportional to y. X directly प्रोपोर्शनली आपको ऐसा पढ़ना है टू y, मतलब जब x बढ़ेगा y भी बढ़ेगा, मतलब x डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू y. वे एक्चुअली ग्रीक अल्फाबेट अल्फा है, लेकिन अल्फा बढ़ने का नहीं, इधर x इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू y. नंबर ऑफ बुक्स बढ़ जाएगा तो टोटल कॉस्ट भी बढ़ जाएगा. एंड v, इफ यू डोंट नो हाउ मच इट कॉस्ट, 240 डिवाइडेड बाय 12 इज इक्वल टू 20. Yeah, it is already given that 20 upon 1. And if you consider x or y, it is now, if you are dividing now in the case of 480 divided by 24, that is also 20. If you are dividing 24 with 480, you will be getting 1 upon 20. Correct? Even in this case, you will be getting, if you are dividing 12 upon 240, you will be getting 1 upon 20. So इससे हमको पता चलता है, when we divide x with y, you will be getting a constant, and which is denoted by k. That means we can write that x upon y will be k, a constant. This is the conclusion that you should understand, that you should apply tomorrow. X upon y constant है तो x is equal to a constant into y. X is equal to a constant into y. This you should remember. Okay, that is very interesting for you, and it is simple, and x upon y is constant. This particular thing should be very thorough within you as far as that. Okay, we will be trying to apply this direct variation in a real life situation. For that we are having a sum here or question here. Cost of groundnut is directly proportional to its weight. If cost of 5 kilogram of groundnut is 450 rupees, then find the cost of 1 quintal of groundnut. We will simply understand this is a sum of direct variation. Why? Because when one quantity increase, the directly the other will increase. That means 5 kilogram it is 450. We know that 100 kilogram will be having very high. And we also know that if it is a matter of direct variation, we know that x upon y is a constant. We can take anything as x over here if you are constant. If we are thinking about the value of it. Suppose that if we want to write that 100 kilogram, we have to find out. If we, in that case, let x be the price and y be the quantity. In that case, we will write x upon y as 450 rupees for 5 will be equal to x rupees for 100 kilogram. Understood? And we will simply calculate it. We know that x upon y is a constant. If x upon y is a constant, we will get the constant from the first itself. What is that? 450 upon 5 is equal to the constant. How much it is? 9. 5s are 90. So you can directly apply 100 into 90. You will be getting 90 and 00 rupees. This much of rupees. Or you can cross multiply here. 5x is equal to 450 into 100, that is 00 here, and x is equal to 45000 upon 5, which is equal to 9 times here and again 30 rupees. This much you will pay. I did it roughly because this is a very simple sum. So you will apply x upon y is a constant. Basically आपको क्या याद रखना है? Direct proportion में 1 upon the other is constant. ये आपको समझना है, समझाना है मुझे. Next. Here is another situation. There are students standing in a row and the number of 40 students in 6 rows, 10 students in 24 rows, 24 students है तो 10 rows, 12 students है तो 20 rows, 8 students है तो 30 rows. मुझे तो समझ में आया. There are 240 students. इधर से समझ में आया. 10 rows, 24 in each. There are 240 students. किसी भी केस में कैसे मालूम पड़ा? मल्टीप्लीकेशन से मालूम पड़ा. तो ये कौन सा वेरिएशन है? What is the peculiarity? 40 है तो 6, 10 कम हो गए तो ये बढ़ गया, ये बढ़ गया तो ये कम हो गया, वापस कम हो गया तो ये बढ़ गया, सबसे कम हो गया तो ये सबसे ज्यादा हो गया. That means where one x is increasing, y is decreasing. We call it as inverse variation. अब ये भी पढ़ा है, वापस आ रहे. We can also represent this as x and y also. Up to us, x and y करो, करो, कुछ problem नहीं. X is inversely proportional to y. How will we show inverse proportion? When x varies inversely with then y, then we found that product multiplication से हमको answer मिल गया. So that product is constant. Product is constant. लिखिएगा कैसे? X is inversely proportional. Y. X is inversely proportional to y. ऐसा लिखना पड़ता है. Okay, this you should know how to write inverse proportion. If you know how to write inverse proportion, that can be converted into the proportionality sign can be removed by a constant just like before. Here in this case we got the constant as 240. In this case we got, in any case it can be anything. So here the product is constant. Product will be constant. That is what you have to remember. In the case of direct variation, the ratio was constant. Here in the case of inverse variation, inversely proportional. In the case of inverse variation, ये आपको आगे कैरी करना है. Product is constant. याद रखो. ये याद रखने के लिए ये सब कर रहा है. इनवर्स वेरिएशन में प्रोडक्ट कांस्टेंट. इनवर्स वेरिएशन कैसे पहचानेगा? एक नंबर बढ़ेगा तो दूसरा नंबर कम होते जाएगा. 40 है तो 6, 8 है तो 30, प्रोडक्ट इज 240. that way you should understand this situation. Let us go ahead. So x can be calculated by k upon y depending upon what thing is asked. Sometimes it will be a direct question. Here f is inversely proportional to d square, where d is equal to 5, f is equal to 18. Hence if d is equal to 10, f कितना होगा? When f is equal to 50, d कितना होगा? ये क्यों दिया है आपके टेक्स्ट बुक में? This is given because you are not familiar with such inverse proportion and inverse dealing, so we will write it in a multiplication way. When f is inversely proportional to d square, we will say that f into d is a constant. Here d square is a constant. So what we would write here, it is given that if d is 10, find f, if f is 50, find d. लेकिन हमको एक चीज मालूम होना बहुत जरूरी पड़ता है. F and D are two data here. From that D is 5 and it is given as 18. And it is given that F is inverse. Then we will write F की जगह पे 18 लिखा, D की जगह 5 square and which is equal to K. We know that its product will be constant. And the constant over here is 450. Once we got the constant, we are smart now. D is equal to 10 and constant is 50, and we'll find out D square. If f is given as 50, the constant is 450 from the same situation, and D is equal to 3 or minus 3. D square 9 मिला, तो आंसर में 2 आ गया, क्योंकि minus 3 square भी 9 है, 3 square भी 9 है, तो D square 9 मिलने से 2 आंसर मिल जाता है, plus or minus 3. That common thing you know very well. It happens. So variation is a very simple chapter where you will be getting two main things, direct variation and inverse variation. In the case of direct variation, we know that x upon y will be constant. In the case of inverse variation, x into y will be constant. The product will be constant. Remember that. Okay. Please go through the video once again. Pause. Look into the textbook. Then look in the examples. So direct application है, मैं ऐसे मैं explain नहीं कर रहा हूँ. Direct application of examples वो समझ के एक बार concept और example समझ में आया, without looking into the guide, without looking any resource from the internet, आप अपने आप करेंगे. किधर भी आप आंसर कैसे मिलेगा वो ढूंढने को गया, आपका एक्सरसाइज नहीं हो रहा है. फिर एक्सरसाइज क्या होता है, अपने आप करते हैं, अपना बॉडी के लिए करते हैं. वैसे ये भी इफ उसमें कुछ पानी डाला, मतलब सम काइंड ऑफ अडल्ट्रेशन, ये अपने को ही अफेक्ट होएगा. सो इट शुड नॉट हैपन. स्लो होने दो. डोंट इज नो प्रॉब्लम दैट यू आर डूइंग इट स्लो. यू आर एट होम कंफर्टेबली, कोई आपको पूछ रहा नहीं है. बट don't look into the guide, don't look into the answers, don't expect answer from me also, because ये सब पढ़ने के बाद, एग्जाम्पल भी देखने के बाद, आपको समझ में आने के बाद एक्सरसाइज करना है, ताकि यू विल गेट द आइडिया. अल्टीमेटली एक दो सम में हार जाएगा, वो आप देख लीजिए, बट इनिशियल सम्स आर क्वाइट इजी. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? सो प्लीज डोंट डू दैट मिस्टेक. So my dear students, let us think about some practical application of what we learned in direct and inverse variation. One of the practical application and most common question asked in competitive exams and all were, it's a very frequent question, and it is a very genuine question to check whether concept about how the data varies with reference to the given conditions. For example, in the case of time, work and speed, it's very common that we use the variation concept very frequently in order to solve these kind of questions. And it is very interesting that the answer comes out splendidly. There is very few exercise given to you, hence I will not be giving you from my side or anything from outside. I will be trying to explain you what is given in the textbook as example. Here is a question: 15 women finished the work of harvesting a groundnut crop in 8 days. Find the number of women if the same job is to be completed in 6 days. And don't jump into answering the question. Now, what is more important over here is to understand the situation. I would like to say that 15 women finished the work of harvesting a groundnut crop in 8 days. So the work is fixed. Understood? That is what we have to understand. There is a work. The work can be said as the whole work, complete work. To complete. There is a word complete. And these words are very important. Half work is done, full work is done, complete work is done. So the work will be complete by 15 women in 8 days. It is just like, I would say that it's just like a balance. If there are 15 women, the work will be completed in 8 days. So ये balance बराबर रहेगा. If the number of women increased, if I increase this to 30, I know that the work will complete in 4 days because we increase the number of workers. Correct? If this is happening, then only the balance will remain. Correct? So the thing is that when the number of women increased, the days decreased. It's our common sense. So the same way, find the number of women for the same job. This word is important. Job वही है, complete करना है, 6 days. So days are changing. So days increased or decreased? Days decreased. So naturally there should be more women. That means the data is in such a way that one increases, other decreases. If it became 30 here, then number of days decrease. And with inverse variation का एक question आया है आपके सामने. बस आप सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. इतना ही आपको सोचने के बाद ही स्टार्ट करना है. कौन सा वेरिएशन में कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा? You need little common sense application. Once it is understood that it is inverse variation, बाकी तो सिर्फ मल्टीप्लिकेशन डिविजन एप्लीकेशन ऑफ द कंसेप्ट है. लेकिन क्वेश्चन के अंदर से सॉल्यूशन में निकलने के पहले आपको ये देखना है whether what kind of variation. Once it is fixed, the data is inversely proportional, or the days and numbers are inversely proportional, the product will be a constant. 50% of the problem solve हो गया. अभी तो सिर्फ substitution है. Number of days 50, number of women 15, number of days 18, and it is a constant, we know that, which is equal to 120. In that case, if the number of days changed to 6, what will be the number of women required? And as we expected, number of women required increased. Why? Because we had to complete the work in a few days. पहले 8 दिन में कंप्लीट करना था, 6 दिन में कंप्लीट करना है. इनवर्स वेरिएशन का है. अंडरस्टूड? Okay, so this is very important that you are identifying what kind of sum is given, then you go for what we say the answering of it, without which you cannot start with. I will take one more example if available from your textbook. A vehicle running at a speed of 48 km per hour takes 6 hours to complete the journey. How much time it will take to complete the journey if its speed is 72 km per hour? Here is another situation. There is a vehicle, car होने दो, बस होने दो, जीप होने दो, टेम्पो होने दो. स्पीड और टाइम की बात आ गया. स्पीड इंक्रीज होगी तो टाइम डिक्रीज हो जाएगा, राइट? ज्यादा स्पीड में चलाएगा तो कम स्पीड टाइम पे पहुंचेगा. अगेन इट इज ए कंसेप्ट ऑफ इनवर्स वेरिएशन. जब ये आपको स्ट्राइक हुआ, आपका प्रॉब्लम 50% सॉल्व हो गया. व्हीकल कौन सा भी होने दो, हमको इससे मतलब स्पीड 48 किलोमीटर पर आवर से 78 में पहुंचा, तो स्पीड इज इंक्रीजिंग, टाइम इज डिक्रीजिंग, एंड वी विल डिक्लेयर इट एज एन एग्जाम्पल, अ क्लासिकल एग्जाम्पल ऑफ इनवर्स वेरिएशन. Once if we declare that it is a classical example of inverse variation, only thing left is substituting properly it in the given proportion. What is the proportion? The inverse proportion will be applied. Inverse proportion में speed is inversely proportional to time. आपको ये पहले आपको समझ में आया. Speed is inversely proportional to time. S is inversely proportional to time. तो क्या होगा? S into T will be a constant. S into T is a constant, and that constant will guide you further. It is already given that 48 किलोमीटर per hour में चलेगा तो 6 किलोमीटर travel 6 hours में पहुंचते हैं. So 288 is that constant. So you will equate with 288 in the case of 72 kilometers per hour time निकालने के लिए. You know, my dear students, you are in 8th standard. And this 8th standard question will be asked to you when you try to get into a good profession through competitive exams in future. आप सोचे 8th का question आएगा क्या? Yes. This kind of basic questions will be asked in most of the competitive exams and even in interviews by giving you 1 minute time to answer. If the speed of the vehicle increased from 48 kilometers to 72 kilometers, and if it travels 6 hours, it takes 6 hours for reaching, and how much time it will take if it is speed is increased by 72 kilometers and your time starts now बोल देंगे. आप तुरंत अपने मन में चलाएंगे 48 6 8 4 फटाफट आप आपका ये जो नॉलेज अप्लाई करेंगे और आप आंसर बोलेंगे एंड यू विल बी सेलेक्टेड. I said you will be selected for whatever you have applied. Understood? So my dear students, these things appears to be simple and easy, and it is not for passing from 8th to 9th. इसलिए मैं हमेशा बोल रहा हूँ, don't jump into the exercise without understanding the concept and examples thoroughly. और मेरी तरफ से हमेशा I will stick to the basics, I will stick to the concept, I will stick to the examples, because textbook examples are made with a lot of what we say thinking by think tankers, I would say. उन्होंने सोच समझ के आपको एग्जाम्पल दिया है ताकि एक एग्जाम्पल से आपको 3-4 सम सॉल्व होना मांगता है. एग्जाम्पल समझ में आए तो सॉल्व हो जाएगा. एग्जाम्पल तभी समझेगा when concept is clear. Okay. So here comes the end of this video, and I have repeated the video. In fact, the previous video has been joined with this with the purpose that these two things, I don't know, some mistake happened from me last time while uploading. So the last video, if you have not seen, not a problem. This video contains both the concepts. Okay, thank you.
Now click on the subscription button below to subscribe the channel, then the bell button to get the notifications of the new videos. Thank you.